Hey guys, it's Andrew with City Limits Homestead. This morning, we are trying to spread some of the compost that we started. Got a pretty good pile. I combined the two piles together, the one that we started together, the one I had going before, where it was, the one that we did was the sawdust and the grass. I kept adding to it. Vegetables, table scraps, kind of stuff like that. Remember, do not put any kind of protein in that. But you can kind of see that's what we got there left of the pile. I've spread a couple wheelbarrow loads already. So just trying to get things going this morning. I have done a small area here in the garden is where I'm spreading it at, of course. So see if I can't get you guys a good view. All right, so you guys can see there, I've done a little bit. I've done about a 25 by 5 foot section, where I have done the compost at, and all it is, I'm doing about an inch thick. So yeah, nothing too dramatic, just trying to get it out, spread it out, so that way I can have it down for the winter. Trying to decide if I want to till it in or not, but yeah. But this is where the rabbit manure goes, all the table scraps. This is what I use the compost for. So I'll do some time lapse of it, let you guys kind of watch what's going on here, show you how I do it. Remember, I've got a smaller garden. It's only 25 by 40. If I had a garden that was big, like the size of my backyard, I might get a spreader. I probably would have a spreader to do that. But also I would have a lot more animals, so it'd be a lot easier to have more manure and all of that. So guys, let's go ahead and throw you on a compost, or on a time lapse. But remember, like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. Things are a little sporadic of me putting up videos right now. Had a major change in life, so yeah, like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. Still, if we get up to that 250 subscribers, I'm going to send somebody a free t-shirt. So let's get them up there. All right, guys. Also, I understand and I know not everything in this pile here has been completely composted down. Like you'll see some newer straw and stuff, because I did just clean out the clean underneath of the rabbit hutch and stuff like that last night, and I threw it in here as I was mixing stuff over. But that's all right, because it's going in the garden. It's gonna get mixed. It's gonna get tilled in eventually, and it's gonna get turned into the soil, so it will compost down. It's gonna fertilize the garden no matter what. So just throughout the year, like the summertime, I try and turn it to keep it mixing, so that way it's better for the garden. That way I'm not having big clumps of fresh stuff as I'm putting it in. So this time of year in the fall, go ahead and do it. Another thing I did, I got trees back here in my backyard. You can see one right there. I've got a couple of them here as well, behind the compost pit, and I took as much leaves as I could mow up. I ran the Simplicity and blew all the leaves over towards the garden, raked them in there, and lit them on fire. So I burnt all the leaves down. Remember, we put a bunch of cardboard there in the garden to keep the weeds down. I burned all of that, and I took all of that ash and I mixed it in with the compost as well. So that ash is gonna put some acidity into this soil as also. So that's all mixed in. I did that over the past couple weeks. So yeah, there are things that are mixed in, other than, like I said, the food scraps and the rabbit manure. Um, so, but you know, when you're emptying out your garden, I'll show you guys here in a second a pile that I've got of, because I just pulled the sweet potatoes earlier this week. So I kept, you know, instead of just throwing the vines and the leaves away, I go ahead and I will keep those, and I'll mow them over with the bagger, and I will compost those down. So when you're doing your garden, the green stuff that you would normally just throw away or whatever, compost it, use it. We can keep putting the stuff back into our garden that we're not using, that is actually beneficial to our garden. Right here is the pile of there's pepper plants in there. There's some tomato plants, the vines from the so in that pile I was saying there's pepper plants, tomato plants, or tomato vines, whatever you want to call them, sweet potato vines. All of that is in there. I still got to run the bagger over it, chop it up so I can mix it in. So which I will be doing that soon. But also, guys, there's, you know, you can mix leaves in with this. You know, you don't have to burn your leaves. So like you saw that I've got leaves, heck, underneath of the a picnic table. I can rake that out, mix that in. I can make a big old pile back here, mow it all over, and bag it up, and then just keep dumping it in there with all of this stuff. And actually, the mower will mix it up very good for me to where I can just leave it back here. So that might be what I do, is I might rake it all over here, mow it up, dump it, mix it you know, throughout the week. We are getting into the winter composting season, which is different. So with a winter compost, you pretty much do the same thing as you do throughout the summer, but it's harder to bring up that temperature on the inside. Sorry, got distracted. When you're doing it in the winter, you want to allow that compost to get up to that temperature, which will which helps break everything down. In the summertime, it has no issue in the day, you know, when you throughout the day. Now in the winter, with how cold it is, at least here in Ohio, you got to let it sit for the week. Turn it on the weekends, or pick a day and say, all right, today I am turning the compost no matter what. That's your daily chore, or you know, your weekly thing. So that way you've got good compost to mix in with your plants. That's what I plan on doing. That's the research I've done, and that's what I've read about of how you do it. Now, I plan on doing a video of that, of just doing a winter compost pile. Starting it is gonna be hard because, you know, it's table scraps. Getting a lot of table scraps isn't gonna be easy. So, but also I've got some videos coming up because, you know, we're looking at doing some fried apples. We're looking at doing some aromatherapy candles. We're looking at doing an upgrade on the rabbit tractor here. I know it keeps getting upgraded, but how do we learn unless we have to do the upgrades? So when we do that upgrade, I will explain something on that, of why we're doing that. But yeah, we're trying to get this stuff done, and so let's get to it. All right, you can see I brought out 4 wheelbarrow loads. Each one only had 4 scoops in it, because if you can see, there's 3 piles. Right there's number 4. That'll actually cover quite a bit of space there, with only doing it about an inch thick, maybe a little bit less. I don't know. I'm really not measuring it, just guesstimating. So yeah, we'll see if the littles will cooperate here and allow me to put you guys on top of their tractor here without bouncing around too much, to where I can video spreading it out. Alright, so you guys can see I got about a 10 by 25 foot section covered. Only reason why I put 4 scoops in there at a time of the compost in the wheelbarrow is because that's all I need for a 5 by 5 area. Each one of my posts they're spread out about 5 foot, so that's how I know spacing in the garden and all of that. Really helps out quite a bit. I think with what I've got left, I might be able to get one more section done, so not even half the garden, but about a quarter of it. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. Show you guys how much I get done there at the end. Remember, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, hit that bell notification so we can get those subscribers up, guys. Thanks again. All right, guys, so you can see I got about 3/8 of it done. This is what I got here. No, it's not the whole garden. Sorry about this. Let's readjust. No, it's not the whole garden, but also something I want you guys to remember. When we started the pile, the compost pile, remember I left a starter. So we left a little bit of a starter in here to start the next one. That way we can have the bacteria in there and everything to help things break down. So yeah, we're gonna start another pile, get it going today. You guys know how to do that, so I'm not gonna film it. If you guys need a refresher on how to do it, leave it in the comments. Let me know what you guys want. I do read them, so yeah. But I was gonna do a hay box for in here at the littles. I'll show you what I did instead. I got these little hay baskets. When I do the upgrade on those or on that, I'll leave that link in that. So guys, thanks for watching. Hit the like, the subscribe button. We'll see you on the next one.